In today's FX markets, let's take a look at the Australian dollar as it's ticking lower today. Australian dollar coming off of 2 days of higher price action to trade lower today by better than 0.5% currently at the 0.67 level, and that is now trading down to a 3.5 week closing low from today's price action. When you look at the Australian dollar maintaining this downtrend now for the better part of the last couple of weeks, and when you look at some of the driving factors today, it really appears that it has more to do with the US dollar as far as firming once again today. Interest rates moving higher here in the US off of some data points this morning and just the general trends over the last week, and that's putting pressure on most of the pairs trades. And the Australian dollar showing the least relative strength today as it is down more so than most of the other major FX markets in today's price action. And with today's levels, the Australian dollar, as I mentioned, ticking lower. Now, we did see 5 days of lower price action last week and then a couple of days of higher levels. And now we're reestablishing this downtrend that the market's found itself in since those 5-month highs at the end of December. So the Australian dollar giving up further ground as we move through this week. Now, tomorrow we'll have some inflation data here in the U.S. that could shift the dynamics, highlighted by CPI, then PPI on Friday. And looking at the overall markets today, as I mentioned, really weakness across the board in all the major FX markets today. We're seeing the euro, the British pound, the Swiss franc, Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, all lower today. So selling pressure across the board. Australian dollar ticking lower now after a couple of days of sideways to higher price action and now reaching a 3.5 week low.